The zeal to go green has gone too far. We report here on the Willis Report about how the federal government's green agenda is not only costly, but in many ways counterproductive. The whole green issue is the subject of a special Stossel this Thursday on FBN with our very own John Stossel. All right, John, you say the federal government's a green tyrant. How so?
It has become that. But let's back up first to say, thank goodness that the federal government cares about this, because the founders didn't think about pollution, and our beloved free market, which takes care of almost everything, doesn't work so well with pollution because my effluent goes to somebody else's drinking water, my smoke goes to your lungs.
And I wish you would stop that, yes.
Fine. You could sue me, but the courts are so slow that wouldn't work well. So we have pollution control rules.
But they've been in place a long time. Haven't they worked?
They have worked wonderfully. They started when I was just out of college. The air in this city had so much soot, you didn't open the window. And now I swim in the Hudson River next to 8 million people flushing because of simple pollution control rules.
But you say now that the government has just continued this and it's gone crazy.
It's what they always do. I mean, you could almost say stick a fork in it and it's done, because every time somebody buys a new car, it's cleaner than the old ones. That cleans the air. Right. The air and water are much cleaner than they've been for decades. But the EPA keeps growing, and the Energy Department gives out there are many assaults. One is the subsidies on the promise of stopping global warming. You know, global warming, we assume, is this terrible problem, and man is causing it. Even if we did all this stuff, and even with the taxes, if we cut our emissions in half, that's 10% of the world. Going to make no difference. That's tyranny taking our money.
Well, and we're already the good performer when you compare us to other countries.
Right.
You know,
accidentally, because of entrepreneurs discovered new ways to get natural gas out of the ground.
Good point. You know, I see a lot of problems with green tyranny because, you know, you're told, for example, that wind turbines are a great thing, right? We're gonna create energy, cheap. It's all gonna be great. But they kill golden eagles. We had a golden eagle on the show. I want to show you a picture of a golden eagle if we have it. The golden eagle was a guest, believe it or not, and quite frightening. With some 440 animals are killed every year by wind turbines. So tell me, what's the net benefit here? What should win?
Wind turbines are Cuisinarts for birds. That's true. Actually, cats kill more birds. But wind, we subsidize it so heavily, it produces 2% of our electricity. It kills birds. It takes enormous space. It takes energy to build the windmills. On our show, I think the worst tyranny is when they come in and say, oh, you bought your land years ago and planned to develop it, and you've invested millions. You can't use it because the kangaroo rat lives here. Or in the case of people we have on, the Utah prairie dog. There's another kind of prairie dog, looks just, oh no, this is unique, you can't develop. In Louisiana, this guy has huge property, was going to build homes and businesses. They said, we want to reestablish the dusky gopher frog here. Under the Endangered Species Act, which we all like, protect the bald eagle, and we don't want these animals to go extinct.
But the bald eagle's protected now.
Right, and there are 600 animals now covered by the Endangered Species Act.
It seems like the government keeps overstepping. There are even businesses out there who are having their business models ruined by this fanaticism for green.
And if you're a bureaucrat, first of all, what kind of person becomes an environmental bureaucrat? Often a zealot in the first place. And then if you're not doing more, you don't feel like you're doing your job. So they always do more. And I mean, they say, oh, we'll work with you. The Fish and Wildlife told us their handbook is 300 pages long on how you have to work with them to build a house.
Holy cow. Well, this is going to be great. We can't wait for your show. Thanks, John. Be sure to watch Green Tyranny on Stossel this Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a good one. John, thanks so much.
Thanks.